What's up, boys? Majora here. Iron Mace was gracious enough to let myself and all the other partners able to try out and showcase the new map and the new patch prior to launch. I'm going to go quickly over the new bosses, where they're at, some of their move sets and stuff like that. Obviously, I will do a little bit more full guides when the high roller versions come out and require them. We did get the first ever blade hand kill. It was really fun. So for right off the rip, I don't want to go too much over the new map. I just kind of want to make this nice and concise. So blade hand is going to be right up here on the top left of the map. There's tons of new armor. This is the boat that I'm doing right now. We did figure out that the boat is, you're supposed to go backwards in it. It goes a little bit faster if you go backwards, which kind of makes sense, it being a rowboat. I'm a little bit late on the entering the boss, but we still get the full scope of it. Right off the rip, you see him kick up gunpowder there, and he does a huge explosion around himself. You're going to see it a little bit in the future. Shout out to Endboss and Sobad, by the way. True goats. So right there, he does a little backstep and he shoots a gun. It's very easily strafed. It does seem like a lot of these bosses' mechanics and his movesets are going to be very soloable. However, with a 3-man, it kind of seems... Maybe in High Roller feel a little different, but it does feel a little unpolished and a pretty easy boss kill. However, he does have one phase that I don't truly have figured out, but we are able to kill him. Right here, this is what I mean. You're going to see him just walk after me for a while, and while my teammates hit him in the back. Right there, I tried to jump left to see if that dodges it, but he still managed to hit me. And then he's going to do his gunshot here. Yeah. So here, this is like his phase, whether it's half HP or a little bit less than half, I don't know. He shoots a big red flare into the air and javelins start coming from the sky. Weren't able to figure out if they're random or they have a specific time. They probably one-shot. I do die here, although I was 1 HP from one of them. There's the gunpowder thing, kicks up gunpowder, huge AoE. And then more javelins come down. Endboss and Sobad were able to clutch up. I think he was pretty low after this, and they didn't get hit by any of the javelins. It did kind of look like Sobad was safe in that little room right there from the javelin. So if there's a timing, maybe there's little spots you can run that are safe. And then you'll see the treasure room unlocked. There is a gold pile there and a marvelous chest. However, this is normal, so it's really hard. Javelin's still coming down. Okay, so that was Blade Hand. First ever kill. That's a vibe. Also, a little introduction to him and what he does, so you're not panicking and know where he's at. I'm going to go over where the Stingray is now. So the Stingray is going to be on the bottom right of the map. Let's see if I open the map. These are all the other partners. Like I said, this is really fun. Here's a little block with the Morning Star. Block with the riposte with the rapier. Yeah. And then, so right over here, you're on the bottom right of the map, this island, you're going to have this little room right here to go down to the Stingray room. Now, however, you are going to have another hole that's going to take you to a sub boss of the jellyfish, which were able to kill. Pretty simple mechanics on the jellyfish, and it's covering like a golden chest and a couple lion's heads, but it is not a boss, a technical boss with a treasure pile and whatnot. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the patch or the map, just because the Stingray room itself looks like super beautiful, as you're going to see here. Look at this room. And so these little you're going to see hydration in the bottom right down here, or oxygen levels. There's little spots in the room around here to get your oxygen back. You also get little breathing pots as well. You can craft them or find them in the dungeon. Here's us discussing about, we did wipe through this boss 3 times in a row. We weren't able to complete it, unfortunately, due to, you know, limited time. He's gonna have some like move sets here. He shoots little light orbs or lightning orbs that put little stacks on you and stuff. And then he does a bunch of different slashes and a dash. These slashes are dodgeable, especially if you know if you learn the move set, whether you swim up or swim down. There's his dash. He'll dash into a wall, Yami down. There's another lightning ball. Our thought process on this one was to hopefully hide in the lightning orbs to be able to live the phase. Another, here comes the phase. So he goes down to the bottom and all the orbs disappeared. So this is kind of where we ended up. We thought maybe it was this room, but this seems to be the treasure room after you kill the boss. And there goes all of us. That was indeed our 3rd wipe to it too. Here's the Fausian Bargain. Chunkus walking around as a skeleton. And then I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of where some of the stuff is on the map. Let me just see if I open my map here real quick. This is us trying to find the Stingray initially. It's not down here in this vortex, by the way. Okay, so just a quick overview of the map, and then we're going to wrap this video up, and then by then the patch will be up and we'll be able to all go see for ourselves. These little caves here that you'll see scattered around the map are single extracts they are all underwater. You swim under. They have a little blue lantern light on them for when you leave. These anchor symbols are group extracts. There'll be a moving ship that goes across this route that you can hop on, and then it'll extract you out of the map. And then obviously you have your portal extracts here, portal extract here, portal extract here. It seems to me like there is a res on almost every one of these little islands. There's a res on here. There's a res on top of here. There's a res in this well. There's a res on this POI. There's a res over here. So it seems to me like the reses are pretty plentiful, which is kind of nice, or at least in locations where you would think there would be a res. I still wish there was markers for where reses are, but we're not quite there yet. And Expressman is also on top of this island right here. Anyways, again, that was a quick little overview. I'll put out guides on some of these bosses and stuff once the High Roller comes out and we have a little bit more mechanics and it's a little bit more difficult. Until then, you guys have a good rest of your day and have a fun Season 7. And make sure to tune in, twitch.tv/Majora. Anyways, love you guys. See you soon.